Good effort by our guys. Great first half. Really came out and defended well. We knew a good Colorado team was going to make a run. They did the other night down the road. And, we helped them a little bit. Lost our focus, fundamentals, turned it over. And then they threw in some tough shots, I'll put it that way. And proud of our guys for finding a way to close it out. This was a big bounce back from that game the other day. So super proud of our guys.
After the loss against Utah, you said that in these next 48 hours, your team was going to learn a lot about yourselves. What was your biggest takeaway? What did you learn there?
Well, we showed some toughness, We showed some toughness. We didn't have the most spirited shoot-around today. We challenged some guys to bring more energy. We were just watched video yesterday, and we weren't freaking out about it. We just, amongst the staff, said, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what the guys bring. And I thought their defensive focus was great. We closed out the first half for the first time in a while, and then we just kind of we challenged them at halftime not to relax, not to get casual. We did a little bit, and they're a good well-coached team, and got some players that made some tough shots to make it, a little unnerving there for a minute. But our guys made some big plays and free throws and got key stops to stretch it out there at the end. So we found out a lot about ourselves as far as the toughness and character that we showed.
Coach, you're getting more offensive output from Daniel Gomez in the last couple of games. He's really coming on, isn't he?
He really has. He's had a good second half to the season for us. Those baskets he got us early in the game I thought were crucial because it set the tone in the paint for us. And, then he got some big blocks and rebounds. And when he's playing like that, I think a couple games ago he had 10 points and 9 rebounds. We need that from Pops. He's a leader for us and a real presence in there. He's going to be a little prettier after tonight because he broke his nose. He's got to go get it reset. And I said it always hurts more the first time. You'll be fine. But we're really proud of him for the focus. And he's playing on one leg basically, right? Yep. He's given us everything that he's got. He's given us some leadership. I love that kid, man, because he stands for everything that we're trying to do here with the way he goes about his work.
When you talk about 48 hours from the last game with Chile do a lot, did you kind of sense even in practice leading up to this game that you might have the kind of start you did?
No. So we didn't have practice. Yeah, we're just, we're so beat up, and so we were very mindful yesterday. We had the guys just kind of, I don't know what you would call it, a physio workout. They rolled out all their legs and did some stretching and then went right to film. I was a little nervous, to be honest, after shoot-around today because a couple of guys just weren't quite that same energetic, and we said, hey, we need energy. Let's go. We're going to bounce back. But maybe they're teaching me I don't need to worry so much because they certainly brought the effort. We had a nice little chat with this guy before the game, though, to be honest, about being more aggressive offensively, being a leader. So he responded, and Malcom made some great plays off the dribble, some timely shots. That three, when we ISO'd him at the top, was huge. So it was neat. It wasn't pretty. We turned it over way too much. We didn't defend the second half. I think that's obviously the most points we've given up in a half this year. But, it's also a little easy for the other team when you're down to just relax and throw up shots, but give them credit, too, because they weren't going to go down easy. And I knew that because I knew known Tad forever. And I told these guys he's in there, probably peeling the paint on the walls in the locker room to get them to play second half, and they did.
Gary, what was it that really sparked that first half that your team put together?
It was just getting back to what we do best here, get stops and just run in transitions, get those easy buckets.
And the message from Coach to you personally, how well do you think you kind of took that on and did that tonight?
Oh, no problem. I always listen to him when we have those talks, and I try to bring the energy and the leadership that he says to bring. And sometimes I might look like I'm out of it or not, but he always gives me a little pat on the butt and just tells me to stay focused, and I just turn it on.
Did you feel like you needed that?
Yeah, I wasn't up myself the last game here, and I just said I'm just gonna get back to what I do best and run around, and just facilitate and help the team and just play the game how I know how to play it.
What was the decision to hold Jarmel Reed out until the second half?
We were just flowing. Said we were just flowing.
Yeah, we were flowing, and we had some guys that wanted to, we wanted to get in there, and I'll basically leave it like that. Dylan Livesay gave us a nice boost. Maddie went up and got some man rebounds, and then we challenged Jarmala at halftime to come out and give us what we know we can get from him. And I thought his poise and composure when we were in that circus throwing the ball around, he made some great decisions and attacked when we needed to attack. And so I'm proud of him for responding to the challenge.
Did Shea call bank on his shot?
I know.
Oddly enough, he does that.
Yeah,
He does that a lot.
He
But when
He
it came
did
off
that.
his hand from the angle, I said, holy
No, I've
smokes.
seen it. I was-
But he
Yeah,
shoots
I
it
know.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have a green light?
Pardon me?
Does he have a green light?
Now
Yeah,
he
we
does.
let him in our drills. We let him shoot threes when it's time to shoot threes. So
He knocked him down.
maybe we should start calling him Baby Dirk.
Oh, yeah. It's too far. It's
Is
too
that a
far.
stretch?
It's too far. It's too far.
Malcolm, the same question I have for Gary there. What really sparked your team that first half?
We just came out. We know we had to come right from the jump. So we just that was just the main thing over the days. We just get focused and just know that we had to lay the first punch. And I think we just came out with a lot of energy at game time, and it just really just sparked a good run in the first half.
They responded. They responded. We were very, very upfront. We weren't beating our chest before the game. We just said, you guys will show us what we're made of, as we're evaluating it in year one, how we respond. And it was really neat to see that they responded the way they did. I mean, that defense in the first half was some of the best D we've played all year.
I know no one's made too big of a deal of the home record, but I think it was a home record for most wins of the season. Could you just talk about a little bit about that, what that means for the program?
It's great for us, especially in the first year with Coach Tinkle. It's a great milestone for us to get to, and just, it's just a great stepping stone for what the future has to hold for this program.
Malcolm, Coach mentioned that big three that you hit. I think they cut it to 8 points, kind of had
Yeah.
some momentum, and you got ISO'd on that play. Just when the ball is coming
Yeah.
to you, and just kind of talk about that moment.
It's just Coach always says shoot the ball with confidence, and I had the guy, and I knew he ran forward low for me to get an ISO, and I had a mismatch, so I just seen the guy back up, thinking I was gonna drive, and I just let it fly. I hit two other shots early in the game, so I just felt I was feeling it, and I just let it fly, and I knocked it down.
Anything else? A guy asked, late in the game, the dunks from both sides, obviously the fans liked it. What was kind of going through your mind?
That's that man right there. If he don't throw it, it wouldn't have happened. I'm just, just teammates being unselfish, and I think that's what we do best in this. We're just unselfish, and that last dunk, the big fella said, "Go ahead." So I gotta listen to him.
Well, it's not like we were trying to show anybody up, but when a team's pressing you till you can't pass that up, right? So I hope nobody
That's
thought
not his
different.
fault.
Yeah, thought different of that. I was a little worried because I thought he was going to get hung on that one. Yeah, you had
That's
to
the
find a
second
little.
time I done that.
You had to find a little extra boost on that one, but
No,
they were
I was
pressing
gonna go
up and
regardless.
it was there, and he went and finished it off. So
I was gonna go regardless, honestly.
no, you would have
But
listened.
thank you for the green light.
You would have listened to Coach.
I would have. I lied.
Thanks, gang.
Swag.
All right, go Peace.